Welcome to Heartcraft Paper. Today we're going to be making a fun soda fountain Valentine. It's time for the Crafter's Castle Challenge, and for today's project I'm going to be using the Soda Fountain Shop digital kit from Tailor Made For You cards. The prize this month for the Crafter's Castle Challenge winner will be a $10 gift certificate to Tailor Made For You cards.
Hi everyone, Monica here today for Heartcraft Paper. And as you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm also going to be celebrating my 43rd birthday as well. And with all that going on, and we know that this is the month of love, we have for the Crafter's Castle Challenge a very special craft for Valentine's Day. It's all love themed. And I actually elected to go with the Fountain Soda Shop. And this is a very beautiful set. I'll go ahead and show you how to be making a card that I came up with. And if you have any questions, don't forget to like and leave a comment. And if you don't already subscribe, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And we'll go ahead and get going in just a moment. All right, let's go ahead and go over some of the items that we have for today's craft. Now, this is the printout that comes on an 8.5 by 8.5. This is by Tailor Made Cards For You. And here it comes actually with two half sheets that you can see here. And this one is kind of like a Harlequin print. And then it's got this beautiful little heart print. And this comes together as an 8.5 by 8.5. And typically the way that it prints out, but I've already kind of cut it out, is it comes out just like this. So you have the option of keeping it that way and utilizing the whole sheet just as that, or you can cut them out, as I have done. It also comes with 4 of these little tickets for the soda fountain shop. And you can see these two here have soda, a little, I guess, ice cream milkshake and a root beer float on these other two. Okay, comes with the guest checklist, and it also has some Coca-Cola ordering. It's got an old 5-cent Pepsi-Cola bottle. And again, you have your milkshake and your root beer float. It also comes with a picture of a nice little lady back when. And it has this little envelope that you can actually just kind of fold over to create a pocket. So all you have to do is just fold. Now you can leave it like a pocket like this. You can fold this over. So it really is up to you. Then you have this old, actually not very old. We still used to use these quite a bit, but these were the milkshake makers. So you would just put your ice cream, your milkshake in here, or your ice cream, milk, and some other items, and get that going. And it's a very nice blender. You have a couple more ephemera here, and let me go ahead and show you this. Now I printed this off to be a little bit smaller than what it is, but it is a menu from the soda shop. And it's got burgers, blue plate special, ice cream, fountain drinks, and whatnot. So that's actually pretty nice. This actually does print out on the full sheet, so that is up to you. You can resize it as I have done. And I'm gonna be using this for another project, so I'm gonna set that aside and we'll go ahead and get working. All right, so I'm going to be making a 5 by 7 card. So I have trimmed out my paper here. This is a 10 by 7. So that way you can make it and fold it in half to make your card 5 by 7. Now, usually I like making my own card bases. I mean, it's not that expensive if you buy it this way, but then you also have to make your envelopes. So it really is a personal preference. All right, so we have several items that we're going to be utilizing today, and one of them that I perfectly love is this Harlequin print. I'm going to flip my card over. And I'm going to probably be setting that this way. Now, one of the things with this is I'm going to be utilizing a stencil. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in a stencil that I have had for quite some time actually. And I'm going to use that on this particular piece of paper. Now I'm going to be using a spun sugar, and that's going to be just because it kind of matches there. I think I find that it's a very good fit for this particular card. So we're going to use that to help darken this up some. And a lot of this is already going to be hidden, so I don't have to come in with too much color. And there you have it. Look how pretty that is. It just adds a little bit of accent to this, just to be able to give it a little bit of something extra that what the paper just doesn't have. It is very light, so I think it just needs a little bit more accent there. So this is just going to sit right on that card, and you're gonna know it does have a little bit of a border, so that's not a problem. We're gonna go ahead and come on through here. Get that going. Now I am coming in with the Bearly Arts glue. To be honest, I actually enjoy using this glue very much. I was a big Recollections glue fan, and that was one of my go-to glues. But since then, I think I very much enjoy this glue. Okay, so there we have our card base ready to go. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up here and I'll be right back. All right, so I have taken this particular print. I didn't go with the hearts because I already have a print on print and I want to kind of break that apart. So I'm using more of a solid, and I have here a die that is a border die. This is from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to utilize that here on the corner just to adhere this to be able to give it a little bit more of a look. I want this portion here kind of peeking out where you can see this. I want it on the corner, so that will make everything kind of look a little bit nicer as I go through. It's more of a detail piece. So we'll go ahead and start gluing everything down. Now I have a couple of items here that I want to use. Just to bring a little bit more interest to this. I think that might work. And let me just go ahead. I have this particular font that just kind of comes with the, or the sentiment that comes with it. It says Soda Fountain Shop. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some color to that with some spun sugar. Just to kind of make that pop and set off from the rest of the items. All right. All right, so I kind of have my layout already. I have my foam tape here. And I think I'm ready to go. So let's go ahead and kind of start off. I think I want this to be somewhat like this, just a little bit offset. That works. So I'm gonna glue this down just how it is. Hold that in place while I add my glue to help kind of set that. Okay. So that will help get that in place. Now, so now I'm just gonna peel this off, get that right on down to my card and set it down exactly where I want it. That will work right there. This will work right there for the font and for the sentiment. Now, what does that mean? 2 types of glue, 1 foam tape, 1 liquid glue. Give or take. Just allow that to dry wherever it sits. Just like so. And then we have this nice little piece that, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna adhere right down there, just like that. It's gonna be the background piece. So no worries, just some liquid glue. And we're good to go. Now, the best part that I like about this card is the fact that, well, doesn't really need much. It's really very pretty, the print and all the ephemera that it already has. So not much else needed. Okay. Now I do have some little foam flowers that I want to add, and since this has got a lot of pink already, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some plain white flowers to add a touch of a little bit more femininity. Now I kind of want to turn this so it doesn't cover up the font. And here I have a little bit of some jewels that I can use. Let me go ahead and, because these are kind of strung together, the easiest way to actually do this is just come through, crafting knife, cut them off. All right, and here you have a beautiful handmade card with a bunch of ephemera that comes with the pack. And as you can see, you have your floral design, your little young lady, you have the milkshake with also that kind of following through back here. A beautiful, beautiful Valentine's Day card.
I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. You can submit your entry to thecrafterscastleblogspot.com. Thanks for watching Heartcraft Paper. For more videos and tutorials like these, don't forget to subscribe. Visit the website at www.heartcraftpaper.com.